Hey guys, and welcome back to another MCOC video. Today we have just, as of about the last 30 minutes, been revealed the next two champions for January of 2021. One is a massive X-Men character that a lot of the community has been wanting for a very long time, and that is the X-Men Jubilee. I am personally very excited about this champion coming into the contest, and I'm curious about what other kinds of synergies and gameplay that we're going to be able to expect from Jubilee. As far as like synergies go, and the second one is another mutant who is named Stryfe. Sorry, I was forgetting the name actually already. And Stryfe is actually the almost perfect version of Cable if Cable was not having to use his mental abilities to stop the techno-organic virus ravaging his body. So this is going to be very interesting to see what maybe synergies happen between him and Apocalypse, maybe even Cable. And certainly you could possibly expect Cyclops or Jean Grey, Phoenix, and maybe this will actually bring up Cyclops. There is the potential for that being that Cyclops and an alternate version of the Phoenix or Jean Grey is the biological parents of Stryfe. So there may be cause to assume that mutants are going to get even crazier this next month. There's only a couple things here in this next update. The next one being that kind of a short indication of what the next month is going to bring. Taking a trip to the biggest arcade in the Battle Realm. Use tokens each day and choose from a selection of arcadey quests designed to test your button mashing abilities. I'm interested with the button mashing abilities. Are they literally talking about maybe like an alternate way to play? Probably not, but it would be cool to see if they started 2021 with a bang, changing maybe the game up a little bit. And earn stamps on your punch card for defeating key foes and redeem them for massive rewards. And so hopefully this will be this would be really nice if it was the equivalent to, probably not, but if this was equivalent to the Mutant Island, which was probably one of the best months that MCOC ever had in terms of rewards. The undo button, which is indicated right here. Essentially, they're going to start this out with AQ and then push it forward for other game modes. But if you go down the wrong node path, you'll be able to use this undo option to go back to the fork in the road and be able to re-choose another path. Now, energy is not refunded, but I think that this is like a really good quality of life improvement. We've all accidentally went down the wrong path, and it's exceptionally frustrating in AQ when you have been telling people to go down a certain path and maybe you just weren't thinking and you were just trying to get your energy out of the way. So huge quality of life improvement on that one. The next one is season tags, and this one doesn't give us a whole lot of information in the way that they word season tags. So season tag allows to group different champions together outside of the existing champion tag groupings, which we already know what those are, obviously villain, X-Men, just all of those different tags. This will allow us to add new buffs and interaction to these groups of champions across different game modes. This feature will be first introduced in Alliance War with new tactics, but watch out for this feature in other modes moving forward. So if anybody has any additional information on that one or any thoughts, please put them in the comments below. The only thing I can think of is maybe they just want to add more tags in general so that there is more variation in what they can do. As far as different hashtags going into the game to affect different nodes. That's all it sounds like really to me, but the way that they word it with season is kind of odd. And then one of the biggest things here is something that I've actually seen quite a few new players that come into the stream or in videos that don't know about parry. I had one person that I personally had gotten into the game and they hadn't gotten parry in like 3 weeks. So this is just something that this is another quality of life thing, just something that should be added to the game, period. New players will see that the first mastery point they receive at level 6 will be spent on the parry mastery automatically at no additional cost. It almost should be something that you shouldn't be allowed to really remove. But I guess there are a couple scenarios where maybe you don't want it. But by far and large, like, everybody should just have this. As far as like the rest of these go that I'm seeing here, it's just the normal kind of bug fixes here. I am curious about the Ghost Rider updated to the last 3 flamethrower hits during Special 2 to be projectiles instead of contact hits. I'm wondering if that's going to it's going to impact how you will punish Ghost Rider, because a lot of the time I'll back away as the Special 2 is happening, Dex out of the way, and then as the motion is happening, I'm already in the fire, dashing forward to punish into it. So I'm curious to see if that's going to affect any of that kind of timing or anything like that. The other big one would be the Demon Blade Demon Hunter synergy updated. Reduce his resistance by 950 rather than 30%. I think that depending on the matchup, I feel like 30% could be vastly higher than 950. So I'm wondering if this is kind of going to be a soft nerf potentially for Blade. It's not going to affect him. I don't think it's going to affect him vastly, but 30% in, say, like, I know not all people aren't maybe using him for Abyss or anything like that, but as the damage increases in the game, 950 is going to kind of continue to go down rather than a straight 30%. Versus maybe earlier in the game, if you pull Blade earlier, it could potentially give him a lot more. So I guess it's kind of depending on where you're at in the game. But those two, I think, are like the massive changes as far as just like bugs being fixed go. I am very interested in the season tags. And as far as Jubilee versus Stryfe goes, I know like a lot of comic book fans might be more on Stryfe for his pure crazy offensive ability. But as far as my nostalgia goes, Jubilee being one of the main characters of X-Men the Animated Series when I was growing up in the 90s, that's something that I'm massively hyped for. The synergy-wise, though, I think that Stryfe may have better ones, just judging off of his relationship to the X-Men and to various members of the X-Men. Certainly Apocalypse and Cable. Maybe Mr. Sinister, even, too. If you have any more thoughts, or if something here doesn't sound quite right, let me know in the comments below. And if you are interested in other content, we are doing a challenge run as well, where we are only using meme tier and a little bit above to get to Uncollected on a free-to-play account. And that's our 3rd account going. But thank you so much, and I hope you have a wonderful day. And yeah, that's all we got. Peace out.